Now the Hollywoodbets Durban July is upon us. It's under the theme Marvels of Mzansi, celebrating South Africa's heritage, diversity and landscapes. Let's cross to Leanne Manas, who's to find out perhaps what we have in store at the Greyville Racecourse. All this happening on Saturday. Leanne, a very good morning. It's a hot topic on the social calendar for South Africa. There's music, there's moguls, there's bets, there's fashion galore. What can we expect for this year's edition?
A very, very good morning to you, Liesl. And yes, indeed, here we are in, I'm not sure if I'm in Durban because we're in basically between Durban and Pietermaritzburg. I feel like I ran the Comrades Marathon this morning, except I was driving in a car. But it was hair-raising to get here not because of the location of where we're at, it's just the roadworks. And, you know, now I understand what Rob's talking about when he carries on about the roadworks when you get onto that Marion Hill Plaza. It's a nightmare, it really is. But what a joy to arrive here. Just such a beautiful place. This is, we're broadcasting from West Town, and this is where the official media launch for the Durban July is going to be taking place. And that Durban July, oh man, I think I've done most of the launches as basically the media launches to tell us a little bit more about this Durban July. And Durban July, as you mentioned, Liesl, is really one of the highlights of South Africa's calendar. I always say, you know, there is just horse racing by the way, because there's so much around it. And I think the fashion is one of the big highlights. That I even heard a secret that some of the horses get dressed up and they win prizes for the best dressed horse. Can you imagine? But anyway, it is exciting, and there are incredible fashion designers that are going to be showcasing their stuff, and we'll be chatting to them. Not to mention the actual race. And I don't know, I haven't seen the lineup, but I can tell you what, I sort of had a look and see who perhaps the favorite is. And I know last year's winner was Oriental Charm, and that was a big one. But I think the favorite for this year, they're saying, if you go by the bookies, I'm going to try and find it now, but it was something called 8 on 18. That's the favorite to win. But I don't know if viewers may remember, about 2 or 3 years ago, I don't know, my time's all go into one. I chose something called sparkling water, not because I knew anything about horses, but because I absolutely love sparkling water. So I said, you know what, sparkling water will win this one. And guess what? Sparkling water won the Durban July that year. I've never done it since, and to be honest with you, I don't think I'm ever going to do it again, but I'll have a look at the names and I'll see if anything jumps out at me. But that's one thing that I can tell you, that the bookies are putting their money on, and that could be the one. 8 on 8, favorite to win with the odds of 14 to 10. Oriental Charm, the defending champion, is also a strong contender with 6 to 1. But listen, we'll talk a lot more about all of this and the organization that goes into the Durban July. You know, the Durban July has got such a rich history. I mean, 1897, it's the oldest horse race in South Africa, and it attracts so many different people that come here from all over South Africa and actually the world to come and see the Durban July taking place, and the very exciting race, the main race that goes with it. But that's what we'll be previewing today. Of course, the headline sponsor still, Hollywoodbets. They'll be with us here again, talking to their support behind it, and most importantly, the amount of tourism that Durban experiences during this time, because wow, it is full in Durban. It really is. When I landed, spoke to the car hire guys, they said, listen, it is packed. So we've hired out most of our cars. The hotels are fully booked. So it's looking good. But besides that, it's also the holidays. So, you know, here in Durban, you don't necessarily have to dress like you would in Cape Town or Johannesburg or anywhere else in the country, actually. This is where the sun never stops shining. And that's a fact here in Durban.